Hello, welcome to the video. Today we're taking an early look at Tales of Arise. The Tales series is finally returning to us with its brand new edition of Tales of Arise. Set in a new universe with original storytelling, Tales of Arise was originally going to be released back in 2020, but like many other games, it was delayed until 2021. The game is set on two different worlds, the medieval world of Dana and the technologically more advanced world of Rena. Rena's superior technology has allowed it to hold its power over Dana, siphoning their resources and treating the people of Dana like slaves. The Tales of Arise universe is a wondrous place with mysteries around every corner, fantastic sights to behold, and a number of treasures located throughout which hold fancy wearable upgrades for your characters, including, but not limited to, weapons, crafting components, and sellables. You'll get to explore the beautiful landscapes of Tales of Arise in a semi-open world while enjoying breathtaking views, with amazing anime-inspired graphics. The Tales series has been known to include a number of important, fully animated, highly entertaining cutscenes throughout the game's main story. These cinematic cutscenes are some of the most memorable gaming moments back from my Tales of Vesperia days. Keep in mind though, that not every cutscene is animated, or even voiced for that matter. You'll spend your fair amount of time reading a dialogue between your party members, and it's very likely that the majority of the voice acting that you'll be hearing will be your party members shouting out their abilities during combat. Luckily though, we're bound to be blessed with a number of additional voice lines throughout our playthroughs as we explore the world from our party members making charming but sometimes quite snarky comments about the location we're in, or an item that we've just discovered from a chest, which will pleasantly keep the world feeling alive and lush while we delve deeper and deeper into the story and enjoy an average playthrough of 50 to 60 hours. Obviously it's going to be longer for the completionists who have to do every single quest and talk to every single NPC, but it's going to be a lot less for the speedrunners. Tales of Arise utilizes a party-based combat system with the Holy Trinity, meaning your party will be combined of adventurers such as heavy damage dealers, healers / support characters, as well as tanky damage absorbers. For example, the main character Alphen is a balanced close-range DPS, and the co-star Xion is more of a support character with healing abilities and a long-range rifle damage. For a tankier example, Ulubuke Kasara, who has a massive shield and also fights at a close range. Doholum, her rod wielder, fights at mid-range and is a mix of medium-range DPS and light support. Rimwell is the longest-range DPS who uses spells and arts and acts essentially as a mage. But we can't forget about Hoodle, Rimwell's living stuffed animal. Law on the other hand is a melee fighter using his fists as weapons for his main component and his very close quarters combat utilizing speed and agility. The combat in Arise is not unlike classic RPG games. What sets Tales apart from those classic gems is that your three other party members act on their own individual accord during the battle in the instance zone, and it also has action combat instead of the classic turn-based combat that you'd find, for example, in a Final Fantasy game.
You guys want to rest here?
All of your party members can utilize basic attack and defense functions as well as powerful skills or abilities known as arts, plus super mega high impact finisher abilities that must be built up and can be used at the end of the fight. What's new to Tales of Arise is the ultra importance of the dodge mechanic, something we may be all too familiar with from the Dark Souls, but unlike Dark Souls, Tales of Arise will be a friendly game for all, with the ability to adjust difficulty settings as well as an optional auto dodge roll for anyone that has trouble with the timing. When it's all said and done though, the combat is of course going to be very similar to previous Tales games, and if you're watching this video, that means it's not unlikely that you haven't played Tales previously, so you know what you're getting yourself into. The main playable character is Alphen, who is a slave from planet Dana, but you'll be able to control anyone in the party as is typical with Tales games. The co-star, Xion, she hails from nearby Rena. She's cursed with thorns, which makes anyone who touch her feel excruciating pain. It's likely these two will be in the party for the vast majority of the game. Of course, Alphen, he's lost his memory. I mean, what would any good RPG be if the main character isn't suffering from amnesia? Now to the important things. You'll be relieved to know that you can spend hours fishing on the rivers for local wildlife and working on your very own farm raising your very own animals as a part-time farmer. These things will come in handy for any aspiring adventurers since nutrition is very important for muscle growth. You'll be able to cook your party hearty meals before setting off to take advantage of a number of temporary buffs. And it looks like that's all we have for you today. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!